Good Tuesday afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I am Kendrick, the sports guy with TFG, excuse me, Sports Media. How are you doing this great Tuesday afternoon? I hope everyone's doing well. And we're going to talk about Team USA men basketball. They just wrapped it up with their first round game. They're basically the knockout round in Paris. They were up against Brazil, and they pretty much knocked it out the park. We're going to give our reaction to that game that just ended a few minutes ago. Before we do that, make sure you come in, like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. That is TFG Sports Media here on YouTube, as well as like and subscribe to Kendrick Sports Hustle. That's SPORTZ. HUSTLE. Make sure you like and follow them both on Facebook. And you can follow me on Instagram as well at Kendrick1969 and on TikTok at Kendrick Henderson 51. Make sure you come in, don't comment, and let me know where you're watching from. Again, comment. Don't be in the bushes. Want us to rap a taste about this. I'm not going to be before you long, just giving my reaction to that. Also want to talk about we got another gold medal winner as well in track and field from USA, Gabby Thomas. Took the gold. She did her thing. We're going to talk about that a little bit. I didn't get to see the race, man. A lot of times these times and stuff be getting me messed up, so I missed out on watching it live, so I have to go back and catch it on YouTube. But again, if you did not know, Gabby Thomas did get the gold in the 200 meters, her first gold medal ever in the Olympics. Julian Alfred from St. Lucia, who is the 100-meter champ, she took the gold on Saturday. She took the silver in the 200 meters. And Brittany Brown from the USA, she took the bronze. So salute to those young ladies. Salute to Gabby Thomas as well as Brittany Brown. But let's talk about these Team USA men. Brazil was supposedly going to be that team that kind of give them some fits. And actually, it never started out that way. Actually, Team USA jumped out to a 12-point lead in the first quarter. Then Brazil would go on a 10-0 run in the second quarter. That would tighten this game up a little bit. But then the Team USA would end the second quarter and go into the half. They would end on a 15-0 run, and they would finish with a 63-36 lead at the half. And then they would pretty much coast from there on out. Team USA, Joel Embiid, he was hot. He started out hot. He started this game. I thought maybe that was as far as – the matchups, I thought maybe not starting Joel Embiid would not have been a good thing to do, but he started and he played well. He didn't play a lot in the second half. He led Team USA in the first half with 14 points, 7 rebounds, and he was perfect from behind the arc. He was 3 from 3 for three-point line. LeBron James he did his thing first half. He only scored 12 points total. He scored 10 in the first half. He had 9 assists, and he was 5 for 6 from the field as well. And but there was a scare there in the third quarter. He took a shot in the face from a Brazilian player. And he would leave in the third quarter. He would go back to the locker room to get checked out, and he would not return to the game, but he would return to sit back on Team USA's bench in the fourth quarter. So I'm assuming he's going to be okay. And he was the Team USA actually shot the three-point ball well, especially the first half. They were 6 for 12 from behind the arc, and they were perfect from the free throw line as well in the first half. Second half, it was this game was out. It's pretty much out of reach. We kind of knew Team USA was going to do their thing. The biggest highlight was Kevin Durant. He ended up scoring 11 points, which makes him the all-time leading scorer in Team USA Olympic basketball history. That is men and women. He had already passed Carmelo Anthony a couple of games ago in its points as well as rebounds. So now Kevin Durant is the all-time leading scorer, men and women, in Team USA Olympic basketball history. Devin Booker had a great game, a solid game. He was solid from behind the arc. He was 5 for 7 from the three-point line. He finished with 18 points. Team USA as a team was 13 for 28 from behind the arc, which is good because they hadn't shot the three-point ball that well, had 30 assists, and they shot 57% from the field. So they're looking good. They're gearing up for their semifinal matchup coming up on Thursday versus Serbia. Nikola Jokic and crew. They beat them in the Group C pool play. They've already beaten them a couple of times, but what they say, sometimes that third time is not as easy. So again, they will face them in the semifinal round. That game will be Thursday at 2 p.m. Central Standard Time. And then France versus Germany is in the other semifinal. Actually, France bounced Canada, which I thought was a shocker. I thought Canada was probably going to end up in these finals, but France bounced them. So France and Germany is the first semifinal game on Thursday at 11:30 a.m. And then we got Serbia versus Team USA at 2 p.m. And the winner of both those games will be in the finals. And that men's finals game will take place on Saturday at 3:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then the loser of those two games will play for the bronze. I think they will play before the gold medal game on Saturday. As far as on the women's side, Team USA women, they begin their knockout play on tomorrow. So again, Team USA 122 over Brazil 87. I think this team, when you look at this, everybody played, everybody scored. The only concern is the rebounding. They actually out rebound. Obviously, they should have out rebounded Brazil because they were a lot height, had a height advantage, a whole lot bigger than they were in the paint. But Serbia and if they, it's gonna be interesting if what they do against Serbia, and then France and Germany. Both of those teams are big. Obviously, France got Victor Wembanyama as well as Rudy Gobert. So they're big in the paint for as France. Germany got some size and they defend well too. They're gonna be if they got to get by Serbia first. I ain't trying to put the cart before the horse, but they got to get by Serbia first, which I think they should. I think they should beat Serbia. It may not be easy, but I think they should. But they're gonna have to keep Nikola Jokic in check, as well as that little point guard too for Serbia. So Team USA, again, I said prior to this Olympics starting, I said this team should win the gold. I said it may not be easy, but so far they haven't really had any scare. It hasn't been any team that really has put the pressure on them. A lot of their own problems have been their own mistakes, turnovers, just getting to know each other in the flow of the offense. I think they've kind of gotten that good, and just the rotation. Steve Kerr trying to figure out the best combinations to start. There was a big. Everybody was damn near losing their mind because Jason Tatum wasn't starting. Talking about he was benched. He was never benched because hell, we didn't know who the starter was. And to be perfectly honest with you, Jason Tatum has played okay, but he hadn't. I mean, he hadn't just lit it up either. So I think that wasn't that big of a story, and I felt that way from the jump. They got a lot of talent, man. They can run the ball at you. So Team USA, talent wise, from 1 through 12, they are the best team. They got the most talent. But sometimes it ain't always the team with the most talent that wins. It's the team that's the best that day. So the Team USA definitely got to stay locked in. They definitely got to stay locked in because now you're facing Serbia coming up Thursday, and if you get past Serbia, you're gonna be facing either France or Germany, and both those teams, they bring it. We'll see what happens. So that's my thoughts. Again, I think Team USA should walk away with the gold. Most likely, this is probably LeBron. Yeah, I'm not gonna say most likely. This is LeBron James' last Olympics. I would say that he's played with a lot of energy. For a 39-year-old dude, he's looked like he's played at 29. I think he and Anthony Edwards have been the guy that bring the energy, as well as Kevin Durant. I feel like he's kind of cooled off a little bit as far as his shooting, but he's definitely a big part of the offense of what this team does on the offensive end. If they could ever just get Stephen Curry going, Steph Curry just hadn't shot well. He scored today, but he still missed. I think he shot three pointers. He missed them all, and he just hadn't found that shot. But again, I'm sure this is probably Kevin Durant's last Olympics as well. I think you're gonna see, the passing of the torch to the Anthony Edwards, to the Tyrese Halliburtons, again to the Jason Tatums. I think those guys are gonna probably be the core of the next Olympics, which, by the way, will be here in the USA. Will be in LA in 2028. So I think now you're gonna have the young. Then you got to look forward to the Ja Morants, and I'm sure he should be on this team come 2028. It's a lot of other talented young fellas now in the league that you can put in his lineup. And I think they're afloat. It's going to keep rocking and rolling. I don't know. Anthony Davis might have another Olympics in him. I'm not sure. But definitely the core: Anthony Edwards, the Jason Tatums. Again, I say the Ja Morants and all those guys. So you got to look forward to putting together the next team for 2028. But before we get to that, they still got to take care of business. Starting on Thursday, facing Serbia in the semifinal round. The winner of that will face the winner of France and Germany. The men's final game again is on Saturday at 3:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The bronze medal game, I think, is like 11:30. Is before that game, and we'll see what happens from there. So again, that's my reaction. Team USA took care of business, blew out Brazil, which they should have, 122 to 87, and now they get ready for Serbia on Thursday. So again, if you watch this later, I would like to know what you think about Team USA. What's your thoughts on this game, and overall, what's your thoughts on Steve Kerr and the coaching staff and some of their rotations and how they've managed the games? I'd like to know your thoughts on that, and who you got winning the gold. Who you got winning between France versus Germany on Thursday and Serbia versus USA? I'd like you to put that in the comments as well. So again, I am Kendrick, the sports guy. You can keep it locked here for all your sports news, breaking news, entertainment, and live streams. And again, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, and also share this to all your social media platforms. And if you would like to contribute to continue to help me build this sports platform, you can hit my cash up right there. Any donation will be appreciated, but it's not obligated. Also, during this live stream, there's also a little thank you that you can contribute that way as well if you so desire. So again, I am Kendrick, the sports guy. You guys enjoy the rest of your Tuesday. Hope you have a good rest of your evening, and we will see you on the other side and on the next report. I am out. Peace.